Hey guys, I want to do a little video with you on precision and accuracy. When you get into college level labs, you have to have real accurate results. Half of your grade, or even more sometimes, will be based on the accuracy of your results. And so people that haven't learned good lab technique and how to measure carefully, can end up with a pretty poor result and sometimes have to repeat the lab. And we don't want to do that. So let's talk about this a little bit. So here we have two scales. All right, these are accepted to be 100-gram masses exactly, and I have them sitting on same type of scale from the same company. So if they're supposed to be exactly 100 grams, which of the two of these would you say is the more accurate scale? Well, if you said the one on the left, that would be correct because it's closer to the accepted value. Obviously 99.974 grams is closer to 100 grams than 99.828 grams. Okay, now I wrote those values down. They floated on me a little tiny bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down for a second, take the masses off, put them back on, and then we can see what the precision of the scale is like. Because precision is how repeatable the results are, not how close it is to the accepted value. Okay, so I'm taking them off, and maybe you can hear them when I set them back on there. Okay, and you can see right below there, I wrote down what the values were when I first set the masses on the scale. So the scale on the left we thought was more accurate, and it was because it was more close to the accepted value. But when I put the mass back on there, there was a bigger change in the value. So what we would say is the one on the left is less precise. So precision is about the repeatability of a value, not how close it is necessarily to the accepted value. Because you could have something that's not a very precise measuring device that just happens to hit the accepted value dead on. So what you've got is the scale on the right being more precise is probably your better scale. But what we need to do is we've got to recalibrate it. So because it's got good repeatability, and we'll learn to do that in class. So you take a 100-gram mass like this, and the first thing you do when you start off in the lab is turn on your electronics. You need to let them warm up for about 10-15 minutes, and then you put an accepted mass on there, and you'll hit calibrate, and we'll explain how that works. It's a little different on each device. And then once you've got it calibrated, you should get better values out of the one on the right because that's the one that gives you better precision. Okay, so that's a little thing on precision versus accuracy.